Hello, good morning and welcome back to an exciting weekly vlog. This is the week of my birthday. I am turning 24 on Friday and I'm trying not to think about it too much because 24 is the first birthday where I feel like it's just not your early 20s anymore, and I'm trying not to have a crisis about that. I thought I would start the vlog today. It's Monday morning. Tom and I are back in Melbourne after our little adventure in the outback. If you haven't seen that vlog, please go and check it out. It's one of my favourites in ages. It was so much fun, and also I really feel like I've pushed my comfort zone more than I probably ever have. It is Monday. We are back in Melbourne. We've actually just booked an Airbnb for the week because we didn't really want to find a house sit because we didn't know really what our plans would be. We knew it'd be quite busy on and off this week because obviously it's my birthday. It is also our last week here in Melbourne before we move on and continue our travels. We won't be back here again, and it's kind of like a goodbye to everybody that we know here, as well as a celebration of my birthday. So it's going to be quite a busy week, but that'll probably be more towards the end of the week. So I thought I would weekly vlog, and I thought I'd start it now because we are heading out to potentially buy a birthday present. Tom's going to be buying me a gift that's a practical gift, because there's obviously no point in us really doing like gifts. We have to like travel with it all. Like, we can't carry heavy stuff, we can't really fit heavy stuff, but there are a couple of things I actually need. One of them being a pair of trainers. So we're gonna go out this morning and try and buy a pair of trainers, maybe a couple of other bits as well, and I thought I would just start the vlog now. So welcome back, welcome to the birthday week. Later on today I'm gonna give you a little flat tour because I actually really like this Airbnb. We got super lucky. In fact, I'll just show you the view now. I'll not show you the rest of it, but the view, sorry, look at the Melbourne skyline out of the kitchen. Is this a joke? This is probably the best view we've had out of any of the flats we've stayed in, so I'm quite glad that we've saved it till last. We're also back in the city for the first time since May. We've been living in all of the outer suburbs the last couple of months, but now we're back in the CBD and I'm very happy to be here. I'm also very happy that there's a blue sky right now because it was raining when I woke up. But yeah, welcome to one last week in Melbourne. Let's do it. I'm just not a trainer person. I know nothing about shoes, right? So I've just asked the lady that works in here and she's recommended a few, and it's mainly these ones for like running and walking, but I don't really like any of them. I've found a pair that I do like, these ones, right? Which are actually really reasonable as well, like $130, it's about 70 quid. I like these. They're going to be slightly better for walking. There's a bit more ankle support, but they're not walking shoes, so I'm just a bit unsure. They also don't have them in stock here, so we're going to go to another Rebel where they are in stock so we can check online, try on a size that actually fits me, and then I'm going to see how I feel. But these are the more walking shoes, and I know that I should be getting these, but I want a shoe that doubles up if I'm going to spend $130. I kind of want to be able to wear them when I'm not hiking. Like, these are definitely better than doing it in a pair of Air Force though, but like, yeah, we'll see. So guys, we secured the goods. Actually, I'm going to move that off there because if any of you are superstitious, like my mum has instilled into me, you don't put shoes on the table when they're new. I don't know why I just said that. I just had an instinct in my head where I was like, my mum would tell me off right now for doing that, so I've moved them. Do let me know if you've ever heard of that old wives tale. But I've also bought some other bits and bobs, mainly all kind of boring, but I needed loads of new socks because all of my socks are just trashed from wearing them so much. So I got nice new socks, and then I got a couple of like nicer pairs of like fancier socks, the trainers, and then a couple of bits from Kmart as well. So I'll do a little haul when I get back, but right now we're getting some lunch in the food court. Tom is getting a Subway. I have got a Thailander, really good Thai food. We actually did end up coming to Richmond, which is like one of the suburbs, because this was one of the stores that had the shoes in stock, and I tried on quite a lot, and I just kept going back to the same pair of shoes, the first pair that I tried on, and I thought, well, I obviously want these. I keep going back to them, but they didn't have them in stock in that other Rebel, so we came here, and it was only like 15 minutes away. We picked them up, we bought them. Also, why does my nose look so red? Does my nose look really red? No, it doesn't, but on camera it does. Bloody hell, I want to vlog, but it's like, pick your battles. The washing machine is on over there, super loud. We are currently staying literally above Flinders Street Station, which is the main train station in Melbourne, and it's so loud. Like, I love this apartment. I'm gonna do a little tour. I actually would love to live here. This is such a beautiful space with a beautiful view, and a really decent size. But oh my god, I actually don't think I could stay here longer than a week, because every single time a train goes past, which by the way is about every 3 minutes, the whole place basically shakes. You know the scene in Mary Poppins? This is the most niche reference, but like, we're on the 8th floor. Imagine if we were on like the 2nd or the 3rd floor. I imagine your whole room would be like vibrating, so it's actually not very practical at all. So I'm picking my fight. Right now is quiet. We also happen to be directly under the flight path for Melbourne Airport, so there's that to contend with too. I'm just glad I don't have any actual like sit down videos to film here, because that would probably take triple the amount of time timing it between all of the sounds. I'm gonna do a little flat tour. And although I'm complaining, it is really nice. Found this place on Airbnb. It's a little bit expensive, but no more so than we've paid anywhere else in Melbourne. Like it's basically a studio and it is a huge mess. So the bed isn't properly made, but here's the bed. I kind of just turned back the sheets because I have been sat in it, so it's not been made. Just been having a huge sort out of my bag, narrowing down everything in this suitcase. I've probably got rid of about a third of my stuff, which is really good, and that's what's all over here as well. Tom is in the process of doing that, but he's at work right now. And then we are actually sending a bag back to the UK this week, so that is this. We're gonna obviously box it up and parcel it, send it home ahead of us because it's just extra weight. Like we don't need any of this stuff for our onward travels. This is all stuff we've been using here in Australia. Can you hear the aeroplane? Why is it so loud? All things that we have bought knowing that we're going to send stuff home. So there's a couple of like bits and bobs, especially in this Rebel bag. This is actually a bag of Christmas presents. I know that's so random, but there's a few things that I've been wanting to get people that are like Australia themed gifts, but obviously it's not really practical to travel with them. So we're going to kind of package this all up and send it home. So I've got bits for mainly my mum in there, to be honest, and then a couple of other bits, Tom's family, just little knickknacks, trinkets from our time here to be like, oh, look at this like Australia themed gift, but I don't want to carry it around New Zealand for a month. So we're going to package all of that up. It's probably not going to be cheap to send it to the UK, but it's definitely cheaper than it is to travel with overweight suitcases, just because we've got so many connecting flights and stuff that we have to pay for overweight baggage on all of the flights. So this is definitely easier. Back to the flat tour. You've got this area here, got a little sofa, actually quite a big sofa, pretty decent size. Then you've got a TV, this whole area, Tom's shoes, kind of really random collection of furniture, because like the bed's quite like an old wooden bed. This like little chest of whatever that is, I'm not really sure why that's there. Miscellaneous objects are on everything. All of my stuff is everywhere, I'm so sorry. And then yeah, as I mentioned earlier, we've got this area, which is actually, it's the kitchen, but it's like it's basically a balcony, but it's not a balcony because it's like, this is glass, like floor to ceiling glass, but it is noticeably colder. Oh, here goes a train. Yeah, it's loud, guys. But the view is just beautiful, as I showed you guys earlier. Got a little kitchen. It's kind of fine. Like, we probably won't use this too much. We were only here for a week. One of the nights is my birthday. Most of the nights Tom's at work. I'm actually not really working this week, so I will cook in here. I'm gonna cook tonight. Sorry, there goes another train. Right next to the train is all of our washing. I've done all of this laundry from when we were in Uluru and the Outback because everything was covered in red dust. But yeah, once all of this is dry, I'm gonna send some of this back to the UK as well because we just don't need this many clothes with us. Like, yeah, that's kind of a little look at the flat we're currently staying in. Not the tidiest, but it is pretty nice and also super ideal, to be honest. The location's perfect. Like I say, we're at Flinders Street, so we're right in the city. We can get to everywhere we need to be. We don't work in the city itself, but like this is the main train station, so we can get out of the city really easily. We're nearby to like all the shopping centres that I want to like go to this week to be able to buy some bits for my birthday. Kind of just very ideal to spend our last week in the heart of the city. I'm starting to feel a little bit sad about leaving. Oh, I'm gonna show you my shoes actually. Am I? My camera's flashing, but I will quickly show you them, my new ones. These are my new shoes. I can't even remember the last time I bought a pair of shoes. I got a pair of Converse whilst I was out here, but they just replaced my old Converse, like they were the exact same, like a different pair of shoes. I was terrible. You should have seen me making the decision. I was asking this lady so many questions. I was like, and would I be able to walk in these? And is this the best value for money? And do you think this is an everyday shoe? And this poor girl was like, just pick a pair of trainers. This is what I went for. And I don't want to hear any comments saying these aren't walking shoes because I know. I literally said to the girl, I was like, I've been doing hikes in Air Force. And she was like, well, it's only up from that because it can't get any worse. And I was like, true. These are the Nike Air Zoom Balance. As you can see, I am really clued up on my trainers, really clued up on my sports knowledge. Basically, these are the pair that I've gone for. I really like them, although they're probably not practical in terms of the colour. To be honest, these just probably aren't a practical walking shoe. I just really liked them, and the main selling point was that they were really comfortable. Like, to walk in, they felt like they fit me really well. And a lot of them that I tried on either were too wide or felt like they would rub or just weren't actually comfortable to walk in, whereas these are super like kind of squishy. I don't know if that makes sense. For me, that was the most important thing. Like, I'm not super fussy on them being like specifically the correct shoe to like hike in because I'm not a hiker. I'm going to be doing a lot of walking, and I think that if they're comfy, that is a big win. And a pair of Converse aren't the comfiest shoe. Also, this was another little petty thing. I wear a lot of beige and a lot of brown. Like, a lot of my clothes are on this kind of like neutral spectrum of white, beige, darker beige, brown, and I thought that these perfectly matched all of that. I then also bought new socks because all of my socks are destroyed. So I got some new socks. I got these ones and these ones because they're all on the like beigey, browny spectrum, like I was just saying, but also because they were reduced. These were $5 each, so $10 for 4, it's about £5 for 4 pairs of socks from Cotton On, pretty good. But then I got 7 pairs of just like your regular ankle, are they ankle socks? Like trainer socks basically. And this is a 7-pack for $8, so 7 pairs of socks here for £4. This is such a boring section of the vlog, but I thought I'd show you what I bought this morning. So it means that I can actually wear some socks that don't have holes in them, and new trainers, new socks, fresh feet for our last leg of our travels. That was important to me though. Like, anybody that walks a lot or anybody that's on their feet a lot at work will know how important it is to have comfortable shoes and comfortable socks, and you don't want any rubbing or blisters. Like, it's not ideal. So Tom has told me I'm not allowed to wear these until after Friday because my birthday is not till Friday, and I said fair enough. So I'm putting these away now. We're gonna pretend we didn't see them, and I'm gonna get them for my birthday on Friday. Sometimes, guys, I think, God, I've really got this adulting down. I've lived on the other side of the world for a year, blah, blah, blah. And then other times I make pasta and put the cheese on top like this. And you know what? I forgot to buy cheese, so I quickly nipped out to get the like mini Baby Bell kind of cheese that was already kind of cut up like this. So I couldn't grate it. I couldn't be bothered to cut it any differently. So other than that though, it doesn't look too bad. I've not had broccoli in ages, and I know that's such a weird thing to say, but like I really like broccoli. Good morning, you joined me from Melbourne. I have actually just been into the Welcome to Travel office one final time. I think I've mentioned a few times, Tom is actually working with them like on some freelance web stuff and graphics. So he's gone in there to work, and I just popped in to say goodbye because I'm not gonna see them again now. I'm not gonna be back in the office at all. I really hate goodbyes. Like I just hate goodbyes. And obviously, like, I've known Daryl for like 4 years, and Daryl is one of the co-owners of Welcome to Travel. So we've seen him on and off the entire year. Tried to not prolong it. It was just like, right, see you when I see you. I don't know if it'll be back in the UK. I don't know if it'll be back here in like a year's time. Like, who knows? So that was kind of not very nice, but then also it was kind of fine because they're super busy and there's like tons of people in the office. But right now I am gonna head into St Kilda, which is the beachy suburb closest to Melbourne, because I really want to go to Gander, which is the shop where this leather jacket is from, because their clothes are just so lovely and you can't get them in the UK, and I don't even think you can ship them to the UK. I'm not sure though, like maybe you can. But I wanted to buy a couple of bits for my birthday for myself. Like yesterday those gifts were off top. Today I want to buy myself a few new clothing bits specifically from this brand that you can't get. To be honest, you can't get it that many places in Australia. Like, it's a very like beachy coastal town shop. It's been a while. I've been filming some stuff for a brand, which is why I look like this. I'll actually just tell you, I've been filming some more content for YouTube. Basically signed a contract with them for quite a lot of content across different social media platforms to be rolling out through September and October, maybe even into November actually. I still don't feel like that's real when I say that. Like, YouTube themselves as a platform want to sponsor me to talk about how much I love YouTube. Is that a joke? Like, obviously that was the easiest yes of my whole career. You know what I mean. But that's why I look a bit nicer, because I put some makeup on and I did my hair, although looking a bit frizzy now because I've actually just separately filmed a try on haul for TikTok of the bits that I bought in Gander. I will insert it here, it'll already be up. I'm trying, well, I'm not really, but I'm trying to post more to TikTok. I was gonna say I'm trying to post more fashion and stuff to TikTok. I'm not, because I don't have anything that is fashionable to post to TikTok. But I did get new clothes this morning. I'm not sure if I'm gonna maybe go back and change the jumper for a bigger size, because I bought it in a size 10 because it looked quite oversized, and the actual jumper is oversized but the sleeves aren't. I don't know why the sleeves are quite short, but like, I love a baggy sleeve, and I might change that, but I also don't know if I can be bothered to trek back out to St Kilda. The big questions right now, I'm gonna make a start on some of that editing. I've got quite a lot of editing to do. Bit of a boring day, but tomorrow's gonna be a lot more exciting for you guys. Like, the stuff I can film tomorrow, So exciting. Yeah, to be honest, the whole end of the week's gonna be really good. We've got exciting plans with friends tomorrow. I'm getting my hair done on Thursday. It's my birthday on Friday. But I do think I'm gonna film my birthday separately. Have just booked tickets to go to see the Eras Tour movie on my actual birthday. We missed its opening weekend because we were in Uluru, and obviously I'd rather be in Uluru, and I'm bloody glad I was there, but I'm gutted I missed its opening weekend. Especially because it looked crazy here in Melbourne. Like, the Swifties in Melbourne, they brought the party, like, yeah. But yeah, I've popped my friendship bracelet back on that somebody gave me at the last night of the LA dates that says Taylor's version, because it's the 1989 colours. And we're only a week away from 1989 now. Anyway, I didn't pick the camera up to talk about Taylor Swift. That's just what goes on in my brain, if I'm honest. And I'm putting off editing. I'm putting it off. But I'm gonna do it because once I've made a start, it will be easier. It's just the thought of starting because there's so much to do. Good morning, it is Wednesday. My hair is very white. Today, Tom is actually off work and we are going to Chadstone shopping centre, which I've mentioned a few times in these vlogs. It is, I'm pretty sure, the biggest shopping centre in the Southern Hemisphere. And the reason we're actually going there is to collect the bears that we painted a couple of weeks ago, because as I mentioned, we're gonna send a parcel home to the UK this week and we're gonna send them with it. I also do wanna buy a going out top for Friday night. Like, I don't need this. So unless one really jumps out at me, I won't buy one, because I do have like a backup in my head, in my bag. I think that like I could cobble an outfit together, but I really have a vision in my head and I just want to feel really confident on my birthday. Like, a lot of this year I've just looked so rough. Like, I've been backpacking, I've been traveling, I've been working. Like, I want to feel like I've pulled out my A game for Friday night, and there's like not a big group of people coming out with us, but like a fair size group, maybe like 8, 9, 10, somewhere around there. I want to make the effort, so I'm gonna have a look in a couple of the shops as well. I think we're also gonna get some lunch in Chadstone. Tom's actually currently getting a haircut. His hair's probably the longest it's ever been right now, so he's going for a haircut and I'm gonna meet him at the hairdresser's and then we're gonna get the train. On my new top that I got from Gander yesterday, I actually do really like this. I don't think I have anything in this like turquoisey duck egg blue kind of colour, so quite like that. But yeah, and then this evening we have such exciting plans with our friends James and Brona, who, again, I've mentioned in vlogs before, but they are friends that we actually met in Thailand, the first time we were in Thailand. And they're from Ireland and they're also living here in Melbourne. Tonight we're going to do an escape room and I'm so excited because apparently it's Melbourne's best escape room ever. It's like super interactive. It's like different to any other escape room. So that is our plan with them this evening and I'm so excited about it. Just got off at Hughesdale? I actually have no idea. Yeah, no, it's the train station code. And we are walking the rest of the way because the train that runs direct into the shopping centre isn't actually running today. So getting our steps up and walking the last bit. It's fine because it's actually a really nice day in Melbourne. It actually almost kinda feels a bit like spring.
We have a bit of a love-hate relationship with the transport here because it's really good and you can get everywhere, yet half the time it's just closed.
Yeah.
So it's just like...
Also, how's your haircut?
Give it time.
Not the best haircut Tom's ever had in his life. And that's not me saying that I don't like it. I mean, the actual hairdresser that did his hair actually just isn't very good at it, clearly, because it's so wonky.
That's one thing actually that I would say is important to note when you're traveling. One thing I've struggled with is finding a regular good barber. Like, I found a good one in Sydney, but then obviously we left Sydney. And then I struggled to find a good one in Melbourne, which is probably more my fault. I didn't do that much research. When you're constantly moving around, you can't stick with like one person, obviously.
That's true. I have actually just about managed to always, well, I always have gone to the same girl here. Or some boys get their haircut like every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That would be a nightmare.
I think that go like every 2.
That would
10
be,
days.
you just have to grow it out.
Yeah. I haven't had that many actually out here. Like,
probably
we were
4 or
working out
5.
before. I think in a year I've had about 4 or 5. But I don't go that often.
Because you usually have quite long hair, and you do still have long hair. Like, it's not that they've cut his hair really short, it's just the fade on the side.
I'm just excited to go back home and have my regular barber again. That is one thing I'm excited for.
Guys, we've just arrived at the place we should be collecting the bears, and look at these cuddly toys. It's a croissant and a baguette and Rex from Toy Story.
I recognise this guy.
I'm not sure what that is, to be honest. We have just had a little Betty's burger. I'm not like a massive fan of this chain, guys, but we were just walking past it and we just wanted to get some lunch like right now because we aren't on a tight schedule, but we do need to crack on. So we've had a Betty's and we're going to continue shopping. We're going to go back to Cotton On, aren't we?
We are. Get you a birthday top.
Get me a birthday top. Tom has bought me another birthday present though. It's all wrapped up. As I mentioned this morning, we are going out this evening with our friends James and Brona. I need to sort my hair out. Tom has said that I can have my gift early. It's 2 days till my birthday, but I really do want to be able to wear it tonight because we're going to an escape room. We're also going to go for dinner with them, I think. Don't know where we're going, but we'll decide. And I thought I would just test it for you. I got the Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Hope. Now am I gonna pop it on camera? Right, just really quickly, this is what it looks like. I've heard literally nothing but good things about these products. I didn't know what shade to get because I kind of wanted Joy, but then I put it on the back of my hand and it just looked so orange, and I was like, I'm gonna look like I've been slapped in the face. So I went for this one, and it's more pink. Apparently you really don't need a lot. Maybe that's too much. Maybe I also should have brought a mirror. I don't, oh yeah, that is probably way too much. Oh my god, I'm gonna look like really flushed. Okay, they were not exaggerating. Maybe I only needed like, maybe I only needed like half as much. I'll be back. Okay, I've blended it out. I did actually blend it with a brush in the end. I think that this cheek, you can see it a bit better. I do think it's really pretty actually. Like, I just look healthier. I could actually probably have layered a tiny bit more, but it's day one of using it, so yeah, I do really like it. Anyway, we're gonna go out now. We're gonna go to an escape room. It's called, Tom, what's it called? The Curium Experience. Apparently it's really quite famous here in Melbourne, but I've never heard of anybody else speaking about it, so I don't know. It's meant to be amazing. It's super interactive. Let's go see. We have come to a little bar on the way back. We walked past it earlier and I noticed it. I've never seen it before and I can't believe it because we used to live so near here. But it's called State of Grace. And obviously that is a Taylor Swift song off of Red. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, we need to go for a drink in there. We have come for a drink. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually written on the mirror up there. The camera's not gonna focus, is it? There you go. Maybe you can just about make it out. It's all kind of circus themed. It's actually really cool. It's a rooftop bar. So on this side, we have an incredible view of the city skyline. And then behind me, we have a really cool little rooftop bar. Hello guys, we are back. Hold on, let me see if I can up the brightness a little bit with my screen. There we go. Yeah, we are back. We did the escape room called the Curium Experience. Honestly, hands down, like without even a shadow of a doubt, the best escape room I've ever done. It was basically, instead of an escape room, it was like 6 escape rooms. Like you move from room to room to room, and it was just so interactive, so immersive. There was like a point where you were in this massive big, like, the only way I can describe it was like the TARDIS. Like if you've seen Doctor Who and then you step inside the TARDIS, like that, but it was actually there. You end the whole experience by like going down a slide and like you have to crawl through loads of tunnels. There's just loads of really immersive parts to it. And yeah, it was probably like the best one I've ever done. We had such a fun time. If you're ever in Melbourne, it's absolutely worth checking it out. You do have to book it a little bit far in advance. We got quite lucky. We only booked it a couple of days ago, but obviously because it's a Wednesday, it's a lot more popular on like the weekends and stuff. But yeah, it's so worth it. Like if you're ever here, definitely check it out. But yeah, then we went for dinner with James and Brona. It was so lovely. We had such a nice time. We went to a restaurant called Naked for Satan, which basically was like a bar, restaurant, rooftop terrace. Like there was a couple of different things going on in there. Classic Melbourne. And they had full-size pizzas, guys, for $3 Monday to Wednesday. $3 is £1.50. The pizza was huge. I was like, what? How are they making any money off of this? It was incredible. Cheapest dinner I've probably eaten the entire time I've been in Australia. So overall, a really fun night. Such a lovely catch up with James and Broda. Also sort of sad because we are sort of like starting to say goodbye to people now. Like, I don't know when we'll next see them again. I mean, we actually might see them on Friday night. I'm not sure if they're free to join our little night out yet. Provisionally, we've said goodbye and I really hate that. But yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now after I've taken my makeup on, and I will catch you in the morning. Good morning. Hello. It is Thursday and I have actually just left the Melbourne Immigration Museum. Now this sounds really random, but I've walked past that museum like every single week that I've been in Melbourne, and I've never been inside it. And today was sort of like pretty much the last chance that we had to go in it. In fact, definitely the last chance, and we had a free morning. And I was like to Tom, that's kind of what I want to do, which I know is super random. It's so interesting, and the story of like how Australia became Australia as we know it today. Really interesting, and also I think really important to learn about. So we just finished up in there. What a gorgeous room this is, guys. Like, this is so lovely. Also not very Australian, like not that many things are built like this here. This looks really old and I love it. Okay, a little bit of history. It looks like this because it was built by the British to look like London Customs House. That explains why it's got decor like this going on. Tom has now headed off to organise some surprises for my birthday, and I am actually going to go and get my hair done, which I never do unless I'm getting a haircut. But last time I was there getting my hair coloured, the girl that always does my hair here in Melbourne was like, oh, do you think you'll be back at all before you leave? And then I told her it was my birthday, and she was like, oh, we'll do like a complimentary blow dry for your birthday. And I was like, sure, that is such a lovely little treat, because I'm the worst for doing my own hair. Like, I just don't really do it. It's so loud here. So anyway, I'm going to get my hair done. I have got my hair done, kind of beachy waved, and then a lot of hairspray. A lot of hairspray to hope that it maybe can stay this way. But I do know that that's quite optimistic. I probably will have to retouch it, but either way I've had it washed and blow dried properly, which is just so lovely. But it's like 28 degrees right now. So I was like, oh, I'll walk to the station quite slowly because I don't want to get sweaty, because the second I start to get warm, all my baby hairs underneath curl really tightly and really like, it just doesn't look nice. My natural hair in the heat, not it. So I was like, okay, I'll walk quite slowly. In doing so, just missed the train. It's not another train for 20 minutes, so that's good. But I really can't complain. I'm just gonna sit in the park because there's a park here, and it is, like I say, really nice weather. Hello guys, it has been a really long time and my hair has dropped out, so that was really good. But I really enjoyed getting my hair done anyway, because when it's washed at the hairdressers it just feels so much better. Anyway, it's been a while. I've actually just been working, but Tom has just come in from work himself, and in with him he has brought a bottle of Prosecco. So the birthday celebrations, I mean, they sort of did start last night, but they really start now. We're gonna have an hour out. We both do still have so much work that we want to get done before the morning, but we're gonna take an hour now to just watch some TV, crack open the Prosecco. Tom's also kind of made me a cake. You guys are gonna have to wait to see that for the actual birthday vlog, I think. I'm gonna keep that until tomorrow, but right now we're gonna open the Prosecco. This is a good angle. This is a really great angle.
It's this one because it has brown on it. There we go. So I thought it was quite funny.
That's your last name.
That could be your last name. I'm not even in this.
I know. Backpacker budget. I'm sad that there's no wine glasses. People are going to be judging your bartending skills. I don't want a full glass. Imagine the size of a regular flute, because I want to have them tomorrow too. I have a bubbly breakfast on your birthday, guys. Did you even turn 24 if the day didn't start with Prosecco? Ready?
Sorry,
cheers.
Cheers.
To 24.
24. Mid-20s. What was that?
That was my body saying no.
Cheers again.
Cheers again. That's actually really nice. That's really nice.
I picked well.
You did. Slay.